All right, man. Had a little technical difficulties, but hey, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. I want to go live real quick on the Chargers game. I didn't get to do the live final thoughts this week, but wanted to get to this, and I'll be getting to some another video after this. So busy day on the channel. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And we beat the Chargers from LA yesterday, 13-10. Some good out there, some bad out there, some ugly for both teams. It was just national kickers missed yesterday. A lot of kickers missed field goals yesterday, man, and Predator missed an extra point. And I turned the red zone real quick, and I didn't even really realize that he missed the extra point until I looked back and down. They was kicking the ball off. It was 76. He missed another field goal. I think it was like wide right. Chargers kicker missed some kicks. I think he was handling the punter and kicker duties yesterday, but um, that was typically a game that people get ready to say SOL. Stafford made a great throw to Galladay on a double post, and you run that double post to occupy that safety, especially if they're playing single safety high. So you run that double post, and Stafford looked off the safety. He went with the Jones route. Galladay had the deep post, and he made a great catch. But overall, yesterday, man, it was a lot of ups and downs. I don't even know where it really started at, to be real, man. Tyler, I see you. Prince, I see you. To be a I don't even know where to start at. It seemed like they ran the ball better. It should have been better. Remember, the Melvin guy, Marlon Mack. I keep calling this dude Melvin. Marlon Mack had 174 or 175 on the ground, both versus the Coast the previous week. Anderson wasn't effective yesterday, but they threw the ball to Kerryon. I think they can really abuse throwing the ball to Kerryon a lot more than what they did. You know what I'm saying? I think they can find a way to get him involved in the short passing game. But I'm gonna say it again. That was a team that was gullible against the run. That if you line up two tight ends or heavy set three tight ends, one receiver, two tight ends, one receiver, two receivers, excuse me. If they know you run, they still can't stop most teams. So the run game still concerns me. Um, but at this point for years you didn't know if it was the talent in the backfield or if it was the blocking. And I seen bad defensive lines, bad offensive lines have better run blocker than the Lions have had. But I think it'll get better, especially with Terrell Crosby, which I'll get to him. He stabilized that left side, did an excellent job yesterday, man. Versus Ingram versus Joey Bosa. That's one of the best tandems on the edge. Right after you get from like Leonard Floyd and Khalil Mack and Von Miller and Bradley Chubbs, Ingram and Bosa healthy. They not too far down, but just looking at the game, Phillip Rivers is a dog. Let me just say that first. Phillip Rivers is not athletic. He did scramble for the first time. First down was pitches you off. But his ball placement his accuracy is like, man, he might have a funky throwing motion, but the accurate passes he was throwing all over the field, the one down the field to Mike Williams, the few to Keenan Allen, like he putting the ball on the money. His anticipation, people talk about Drew Brees, but Phillip Rivers right up there with him. Phillip Rivers got some great accuracy. He got some great pocket awareness. Like for a statue in the pocket, he steps up for the reputation. He steps up in the pocket and does well. Um, and you know what, man? Start off with Slay. People was knocking Slay. People was mad at Slay. But people got to understand, man. The front end and the back end, and the back end and the front end work together. All right. If you're not getting no pressure on the front end, you can have Deion Sanders, Darrell Revis, Tyler, all in your back end. Rod Woodson, what's his cousin's name? Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu. You can have a star-studded defensive backfield, but in today's NFL, you cannot touch the receiver more than 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. And Jerry Rice Day and Deion playing, they can hand play, they can grab, they can fight, they had to stick them. What people got to understand, do you know how hard it is to defend Keenan Allen one-on-one? And I know people say, well, Jalen Ramsey pretty much held DeAndre Hopkins in check. Yeah, guess what? He got Calais Campbell. He got Miles Jack, Telvin Smith. They got a good D-line, even with losing Malik Jackson to the Eagles, who got hurt the other week. They got a good defensive line. That's a good defense. And I'm gonna just segue this on down. Y'all gonna see how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get to all y'all questions. I'm gonna segue it on down. But the front end and the back end gotta work together. For Darius Slay, for this D line not to create that, his front seven not to create that much pressure on Phillip Rivers. For him to hold Keenan Allen to 98 yards and 8 catches out of 14 targets and no touchdowns, I think that was a victory for Darius Slay. You know, as long as he didn't give it a touchdown at the end, he got the interception. That was a victory. He didn't have a lot of help. It wasn't no double team. Darius Slay guarded him with a lot of times no help over the top. That's hard in today's day and age. There's no holding, there's no grabbing, there's no pressing down the field or nothing. So you know what, man? Without them generating that pressure up front and him to do as good as he did, you know what? And a lot of people say, "Oh, he overrated." Tell me somebody else who's doing that. Even DeAndre Hopkins had 56 yards and 5 receptions yesterday. But remember, Texas offensive line, they ain't that good. And the Jaguars got a good defense. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember the front and the back, and no matter who you is, you can get torched without proper pressure up front. And I credit Darius Slay. On that corner route, that motherfucker could have gave up a touchdown without the proper technique. But the defensive line, as we get to now, I'm not even worried about it. Usually, one thing you know about the Detroit Lions for the last since Schwartz, and even before Schwartz with Sean Rodgers and them, one thing you can count on about the Detroit Lions was the defensive line was pretty good. No matter, it was a plug-and-play system. May it be George Johnson, may it be Sean Rodgers, may it be Vander Bosch, Cliff Averill, Ezekiel Elliott, and Dominican Sue, Nick Fairley when he was healthy here. A few guys. One thing you knew is that front four was gonna be good, not decent. At least it was gonna be good. Problem in the past was you had the best back end. You got Alex Carter and Dre Bly for a minute before that. And then you had Nevin Lawson way after that. But then you had Bill Bentley and Martin Mayhew was a DB, but he didn't believe in drafting DBs. Ain't that crazy? He didn't believe in drafting DBs. But now the situation you got Rashad Melvin is straight. Mike Williams just made some great plays. You got to tip your hat off to him. Yeah, Melvin should have had better technique, but shit, sometimes Mike Williams will know what top 15 pick for nothing out of the Clips. He can play. Keenan Allen gonna make plays. They just gonna make plays. That's just them. You got an accurate quarterback. You got a solid O-line in front of him. He gonna make plays. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep him out the end zone and be tight in the red zone, what they did. But Mike Daniels ain't really showed up. He had a pressure in Arizona. Trey Flowers had a little play yesterday. He looked a little bit slow. Harrison, I don't know what the fuck he is. That's why you caution paying guys 350 million or that's 350 pounds. You caution paying them as they get older. That's why New York didn't want to pay them, because you never know. Playing in them trenches, taking on them double teams, you never know when they're gonna fall out. But remember, these dudes didn't play a lot of preseason. Mike Daniels neither. These dudes are older veterans. Trey Flowers coming off the shoulder. They don't know each other that well. And it does take camaraderie to play the defensive line. Trust me. It takes camaraderie. It takes knowing the guy next to you. You have to trust him. Gap discipline. If y'all stunting, if y'all crashing, it takes time. And for a lot of them, like I said before, it's gonna be like that old box Chevy or that old Barracuda or that old muscle car Malibu or Parisian or Crown Vic, whatever you got that you drive in the summer, and that's your little muscle car you pull out for the summer. You got to get that oil change. Sometimes you got to turn that engine over, and it got to run a little bit. You got to it might start off a little sluggish when it get hot. But once you really hit it, get it tuned up and oil change, and once you let it run for a minute, boom, then it take off. Then it's back to that old car it was the summer before last. Sometimes it take a minute. So you got to let these guys knock the rust off of them And I think the more they get in the game shape, the more they take these blows, the more their body harden, and the more they get their body, their muscles will really get loose and get used to the physical abuse. Like just put it to you, like if you ain't lift weights since high school, now you 30, you go lift weights, it's gonna take a minute for your muscles to get that used to the shock and get that muscle recovery. So for them, it's gonna take time. And also what's gonna help is when they infuse the Shine Hand into that line, y'all gonna see how important and how different it is. He's the twitchy one. If it's anybody that's highly athletic for their position as a three technique, it's the Shine Hand. Trey Flowers ain't twitchy. He ain't no super athlete. He ain't no Peppers or he ain't that type of defensive end. He's a good, steady front side defensive end that does his job, that plays gap discipline. He's steady. Damon Harrison, he good for his position. He the plugger. Mike Daniels, he kind of the mix. He kind of the gray area, the middle of what Hand and what Damon Harrison is. But yo, twitchy guy on that line is Hand, and y'all gonna see once he get back healthy, he's gonna elevate that D line, and also what's gonna elevate that D line is just getting used to each other, and then knocking that rust off and not playing for preseason. Y'all seeing why preseason is very very important. Y'all see why it ain't just about practicing. Practice is different. It's not like it used to be with 2-a-day padded practices where y'all go to war. Since these dudes then died off dehydration and the players negotiating the CBA to get a softer practice, there's no more 2-a-day padded practice. It's a padded practice a certain amount of time, and then basically it's a fucking 7-on-7 or it's a walkthrough. So you see in the Eagles struggle, they didn't play a lot of their stars. You seeing all these teams that struggle didn't play a lot of their stars. Preseason has its purpose. And you seeing off-season workouts have its purpose. You seeing Daniels with the foot injury. You having Flowers who had the shoulder injury. You seeing Harrison who held out for his money. You think somebody 350 pounds is not showing up to mini camp and that's sitting out on training camp is really getting in shape? No, that nigga eating Snickers and ho-hos and snack packs and shit. You feel me? So he getting in game shape. I'm not worried. And if we get to like week 6, 7, and we still not generating pressure, then you gotta look at the system. Then you gotta look at them spending money on Trey Flowers. And do I have my reservations or I have my issues with them signing Trey Flowers and getting them 56 million guaranteed? Yeah, but I'm not ready to jump on and say I'm right. I told y'all he was a no. It takes time. And with them missing this training, a lot of training camp and mini camps and the whole off season, that's when you build camaraderie. Even hitting the sled with your boy, with your D lineman next to you, that shit matters. It matters. You know what I'm saying? So, Tavai, oh man, I mean, Bob Quinn pick them, can find them diamonds in the rough. He definitely, the truth. Tavai, he gonna have some ups and downs. He gonna have some nicks, but man, he definitely the truth. You know what I'm saying? I think they should consider, running a 34 base defense. I think they should consider running a 31st defense. Um, with Davis and Tavai when he get back, or you can slide Davis to the outside or Tavai, but I think Tavai getting on. I think Tavai getting on track. I think he getting comfortable being in the middle, but he doing some good things. Tracy Walker had his moments yesterday where he fucked up too. But it takes time. This is his first time fully starting in the league, and Quadre he filled the hole really well. They tried to run off the left side and off tackle to the left side. He shot the hole, and like Quadre probably one of my favorites. Him and Darius Slay on the team. But other than that, man, defense was solid. I think Davis will elevate it to another level. With his blitzing and with his natural speed. So I'm not really concerned about the defense at all. I'm concerned about the pressures, but I think bare minimum, if you don't get pressure with your guys up front, then Patricia will have to draw up some blitzes. But I'd be concerned, once a few weeks go by and they still not getting better. But I think they'll crank it up and they get used to each other. So, I ain't really concerned there. Hawkinson didn't have a big game yesterday, but that's why in the daily fantasy world, I didn't do that good yesterday. But one thing I did look at was the Chargers held down Jack Doyle and Ebron. You know what I'm saying? Ebron scored a touchdown versus who the fuck the Titans yesterday. So Chargers are good at defending the tight end. You know, The Chargers good at defending the tight end, so you had to recognize that. So they took it away. Not only did they take the tight end away, they took away Danny Amendola. Amendola didn't do much last night. He didn't have. I don't think he had a catch. Hawkinson had one catch, and that's up to Darrell Bevel. If teams is going to be able to defend the tight end like they took away the middle of the field like that, then he had to make an adjustment and what route combinations and what he doing with TJ and Danny Mendola, and with them two, they should never go a game with just one catch, but between them. So um, he had a couple penalties yesterday, 88 Hawkinson, but he got to find a way to they got to find a way to consistently hit that middle. Should nobody hold Hawkinson and Amendola in one catch. So, I think Bevel, he'll look at the film. And other teams will look at the film and try to take that away. But then again, it opened up for the receivers. Jones was a little active this week. Galladay was more active this week. So, it's pretty much like pick your poison. So, um, other than that, yeah, Stafford made some stupid interceptions, but he was just pressing on that one in the red zone. I thought they had called off sides, is why he chucked it up, but they didn't. I was wondering, did he think they had called off sides? But it happens. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna throw interceptions. It ain't shit you can do about it. Fumbles, interceptions, shit like that gonna happen. So, you know, he could be like Trubisky and not have a touchdown or not have a touchdown on the season yet. They had to rob the donkeys from Denver to win yesterday, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But but other than that, Terrell Crosby, that motherfucker didn't allow a quarterback hit. He only allowed 2 pressures yesterday. No quarterback hits, no sacks. So, and somebody was just complaining about him in the chat the other day, saying he had a terrible preseason. And I told you, they probably had that motherfucker trying to play guard, and maybe he ain't a guard. To be a guard, you gotta be physical. To be a guard, you gotta be physical. To be a tackle, it take talent. It take arm length. It take quick feet. And you got to be a rock. But be a guard, that's a physical game on the inside. And maybe that don't fit him. Or maybe he wasn't healthy. But he went out there at left tackle. And he did his thing yesterday. I was watching him. He had a couple holding calls, but shit, it happened. Was holding on every play. But he had some good lateral quickness, man, yesterday. Handling Ingram and Bosa. So, yeah. So he did a good job yesterday. We got to see if that continues. This week he got Brandon Graham and Derek Barnett coming in from Tennessee. Brandon Graham, he went to Crockett. One of his uncles coached me in high school, but we gotta see what they do next week. But he gotta be consistent. That's what it boiled down to. Ricky in the super chat, appreciate it, family. You gotta be consistent. You know what I'm saying? And Stafford gotta trust you. But other than that, Anderson, he a crank up in a minute. I'm not worried about it. Tyler Johnson did his thing yesterday. He looked good. He had good vision. But I want to see Darrell Bevel get them dudes the ball in the passing game. And the Lions got to eliminate big plays on defense, too. Eckler. Jackson had a big run, but they got called back, I think. They got Titans have a good day. Them motherfuckers lost yesterday. I seen that shit come. I should have knew it. They ain't got enough consistent quarterback play. Tree White Television salute. They ain't got enough consistent play for them goddamn Titans. There's a quarterback play. It ain't consistent. I bet Corey Davis didn't even do shit yesterday. He a good receiver too. But I want to see this offense score more than 13 points versus the Chargers. But hey, if you're going to just grind out a win, grind it. They ran it better yesterday. But if I see some things for improvement from the defense, just the pressure up front. I think the pressure eliminate big plays. I really do. I think Davis Speed, when he come back, and help. I think Deshaun Hand to come back and help. I think we get them 2 dudes back. It'll help, but to eliminate the big plays, keep getting turnovers. I have no concerns. The defense played well in the first 2 weeks, other than the fourth quarter versus Arizona, where they was tired. And one thing we just don't, we ain't got enough depth at the defensive line position. And I'm surprised they didn't entertain bringing back Eli Harrell, who was cut. Yeah, I don't understand. Bring him back. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't got enough depth. I'll talk about him in another video later. But we ain't got enough depth. We don't. That's a problem. In other years, we could throw in George Johnson. Our backup defensive tackles and ends could have started on most teams. So, Ronaldo. So look, we ain't got no depth as defensive line no more. That used to be a strength. It's a different system too. We need better depth. We do. We need better depth. And the Lions beat the Eagles and keep it close to the Chiefs. I believe the Lions are good. Yeah, Eagles had a lot of injuries yesterday. I'll talk about looking ahead of them, but yeah, Prater, man, he was drunk or whatever yesterday. He must have partied hard downtown Birmingham or Ferndale or some shit like that. But you know what? We all had bad days. We hit the clock. We punched the clock and it don't go the way we wanted to go. So I'm not gonna hold it against Prater. Y'all heard my thoughts on Agnew. Um, I'll give him a few more chances at kick return. If he can't figure it out, then I had to cut him. I think about bringing back Brandon Powell. But other than that, you know what? To hold the Chargers to 10 points, how can you blame the defense? They got turnovers. Shout out to Tavai. They locked down. Chargers gonna move the ball. They just gonna move the ball versus most defenses. They're too explosive. Phillip Rivers too good. And we move on to the next week. Y'all got any questions on the Chargers game? I'll answer them real quick. But I honestly gonna Ramsey another video. It'll come today. If the Lions beat Eagles a good team. There he is. They're a real good team. They dealing with some injuries and they don't have no corners. See if Matthew Stafford can do it. Aaron Troy said Allen probably one of the best route runners in the league. Dude know how to get out. Yeah, he know how to get open. He do. Didn't he tear his fucking knee up or something like that? But he's still good. Frederick Williams, salute. He's still good, bro. Allen the beast coming out of breaks, man. That's what people sleep on Larry Fitzgerald at. Larry Fitzgerald, like how tall? Like 6'3", 6'4"? He coming out of breaks like that? That's unheard of, bro. Can you imagine us as fans if they beat the Eagles and the Chiefs? It ain't happening, but I imagine. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes look like a problem. I watched that game yesterday. Man, that nigga, man, he got some accuracy, bro. On that deep pass, he pinpoint. He pinpoint, man. A couple times he hit that Robinson guy in stride, bro. Like he didn't have to look back. All I had to do is put his hands out and he dropped right in the bread basket. Mahomes a bad one. Now Carson Wentz, he got hurt yesterday in the ribs. I don't know why he don't get in the weight room. I just don't get it. He don't have no fucking muscle on his body. Like, motherfucker, didn't you just been hurt ever since you was at North Dakota and you don't like want to hit the weight room? You don't want to do a squat, calisthenics, a pull up, a dip, a bent. Like the dude don't have no muscle on his body. I'm crazy. Did Carry get hurt? Why didn't he play late? I'm not sure. He didn't get hurt though. Maybe it was the game plan. But they need to find a way to get him the ball in the passing game. I can't wait until the Lions play the Cowboys. Yeah, that's the one game I want bad. Wentz too soft. Yeah, he is soft as fuck, man. You can just tell he be when you start hitting that motherfucker, it's a wrap. He go mentally check out. You can see in his face, he ain't cut like that. Oh, I don't know. The Browns, I guess. Sam Darnold out with mono. Jay White salute. Yeah, Carson went soft, man. But looking ahead a little bit to the Jets, y'all keep asking questions to the Eagles game. Is the Eagles next week? We at Lincoln Financial. Deshaun got hurt last week. Alshon got hurt last week. I think Alshon will probably play this week. Alshon will probably play this week. My thing is double bracket Zach Ertz. And the way Aguilar was dropping balls last night, he gonna have to beat me. Real talk. He had to beat me. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even move Darius Slay this game. He could stay on the right side or the left side. I'm doubling Zach Ertz. I'm doubling Ertz. And wherever he go, he gonna be bracketed. And I'm making Carson Wentz beat me outside the numbers. That's what I'm doing. And if Alshon don't play and Deshaun Jackson don't play, then like I said, I still find. But if Deshaun Jackson do play, he healthy with Alshon and Nelson, um, it's gonna be tough because Nelson and Jackson can take the top off, and Alshon can take the top off. He can work underneath, but I'm still taking away Ertz, and I take my chances with Carson Wentz 7-step drop beat me deep. I take it. If he throw the ball and he beat me deep, hey, it is what it is. If he beat me deep, hey, fuck it. But I do know what I'm doing. I'm definitely blitzing. If we ain't getting no pressure, I'm definitely blitzing. Once you get to hitting Carson Wentz, he check out. You look at his face last night. It looked like a hot dog in water. Wentz is a 1-year wonder. I'm not ready to say that. He can play. He can play. They weren't blocking for him that good last night. He can play. He just body just frail. Do you think Sam Bradford would be a better option than him? Hell no, he done. He done. He almost came to Detroit. Remember, he was supposed to come. Sam Bradford was coming out. He went back to school because he didn't want to play for the Lions. I don't know how many people remember that shit, dog. How many Lions fans remember that shit? Sam Bradford came out, and he was gonna come out, and this was when the salary cap was uncapped, and the Lions was gonna take Sam Bradford over Matthew Stafford, and Sam Bradford didn't want to play for the Lions, so he went back to school. He ended up with the St. Louis Rams. Excuse me, they were still in St. Louis. He ain't do shit. He ain't do shit. You could tell me who covering Keenan Allen, who keeping him under 100 out the end zone without a pass rush 1-on-1. Nobody. Nobody. Only fans who don't know basketball. I mean football is gonna say Darius Slay got cooked last night. You can't show me another motherfucker that can hold Keenan Allen down 1-on-1. Probably not named Jalen Ramsey. That's it. That's the only corner that probably could stop Keenan Allen 1-on-1. And with no pass rush, that if it's a fifth, we might be all drunk. If you ain't generating no pressure, anybody getting cooked. Anybody getting cooked. So look at your front line. You want Darius Slay to fucking cover for 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi? Ain't gonna happen. Only guy that could do that is probably Jalen Ramsey. And don't forget, Jalen Ramsey got a dog ass defense in front of him. He said Allen cooked Ramsey last year. See, I already know that. You ain't gonna. That's tough. That's tough, man. You know what I'm saying? Most cornerbacks, that motherfucker would have been scoring left and right. So I fuck with Darius Slay. But you know what? Some of them catches that Dick was making, dog, I was like, man, that was just a great throw and a great catch. Phillip Rivers is just, dude, you got to appreciate his ball placement. Yeah, I played. Yeah, I played pal. Hell yeah. Eagles. Still hate them cheating ass West Side Cubs. I think they in like another program now. They cried they were out of pal. Did Keenan Allen have like 74? He had 98. He had 98. Phillip Rivers is a fucking dog, bro. Yeah, I live right by the Broncos. All that geese shit on the floor. I left that park the other day. I used to walk to that park right back in the day. All them, what is that, Stopel Park or some shit like that? All them, man, you go up there and I ain't nothing but geese shit. Me and my dog just walking through geese shit. There's like 1,000 Canadian geese up there. Yeah, but the Eagles next week, yeah, they got some weapons, but Ronald Darby was out there getting cooked. Yeah, I kept mentioning Desmond King yesterday in my videos. I'm leading up to the game. Yep, East English Village. They say it used to be Finney, East English Village. I don't know what the fuck it used to be. I don't know what Northwestern something else too. It's called what? Northwestern Preparatory School. Detroit Kings 313 salute. I'll speak on Ramsey later, bro. I ain't gonna answer no question. I'm gonna do a video before I go to bed. I would love to see Rivers play in the Super Bowl. Yep. If he would have went to New York and Eli would have went to San Diego, not LA, Eli be out the league, bro. Eli would have been out the league 10 years ago. Or Mason Rudolph for the Steelers. Well, he's straight. They ain't making the playoffs though. He better than Josh Dobbs. They just traded him. Yeah, Keenan Allen, great drop. He might be the best route runner in the league. Him and Hopkins. Hopkins are fucking dogs. They got problems in Houston. They can't block for shit. Deshaun Watson gonna be just like he gonna be right following Cam Newton. He gonna be following Cam Newton. He gonna be following Andrew Luck until retirement. What's what I tell you? Any quarterback taking that type of punishment that Deshaun Watson taking, only guy that took that type of fucking punishment was Troy Aikman, his first year with the Cowboys. And the reason Aikman ended up lasting is because Jimmy Johnson. They got Emmett, they got Alvin Harper, they got Michael Irvin. You know, they had the great wall, great defense. I don't even think Cam Newton beat up. Can't be man. You can't approach the NFL. You can't be running over niggas in the NFL. This ain't Pop Warner and Pal. It ain't college. You can't be running over dudes and expecting to be good. No, man. Everybody big, everybody fast, everybody strong in the NFL. That's a fact. Can't. Cam Newton should have took the year off. Him and Andrew Luck need to take some time off and come back. They played the game wrong. Luck was out there running over motherfuckers too. See, Stafford had them two injuries. Stafford had them two injuries early on, but he learned how to protect himself. That's the difference. He learned how to protect himself. Cam Newton and Luck, instead of sliding and getting out of bounds and RG3 too, they want to run over people. Yeah, I'm happy with the line performance. Could have put more points up, but work in progress. Rashad Melvin can hold it down in the right system, so Jalen Ramsey isn't needed. I think they better trade for Tim. Man, you crazy as hell. If you got the money to pay him, you fuck Trent Williams. Terrell Crosby all right now. He all right now. You got opportunity to get the best corner in the league. I think it's a no-brainer. Hold it down, shit. The things you could do with Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slay, if you can get some pass rush, it's over with. It's over with. Them two, it's over with. You keep both of them, you ain't gonna be able to probably pay them. Don't wish you never paid Trey Flowers. Shit. If he don't step it up. I don't know. Terrell Crosby, see what he looked like this week. He going against Derek Barnett, and Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham, he destroyed somebody yesterday, bro. He destroyed somebody, man. Brandon Graham, a little animal, dog. Yeah, Deshaun Watson, he done, bro. He gonna be done. He getting beat up too much. Tom Brady don't take no punishment. He know how to get down. He know how to get down. Andrew Luck want to run over motherfuckers, man. Stupid. Y'all see Kirk Cousins yesterday? Oh my god, he garbage. He ain't garbage. He garbage. Kirk Cousins so trash. I think they be wanting to beat his ass. I'm gonna keep it real. I really do. I think they be wanting to beat his ass after the games. This fool, didn't he throw an interception in the red zone? In the end zone, he's an idiot, bro. I think they be wanting to beat his ass. I know I would. Yeah, he terrible, man. Green Bay defense look good, but you don't know because Kirk Cousins ain't shit. Who Green Bay play next week? Is it the Seahawks? Let me see. Give me a minute. I play the Broncos. That's a win. Then they play the Eagles at home. They be making sure they take care of Green Bay. They gotta go to Kansas City though in November and October. The Dolphins might go 0-6. And they ain't even trying to play that young dude, Josh Rosen. Kirk Cousins over there messing up a good team. Dalvin Cook went crazy too yesterday. We gonna beat the Patriots week 4. If y'all at home, maybe the Bills. For real, y'all might. Buffalo always give Patriots tough running money at the Buffalo. But so did Miami. Miami trash. I'm mad as hell they ain't on our fucking schedule this year. That's a dub. Even for the Lions, that's a dub. For real, man. That's a super dub. But let me get out of here, man. I'm a little bit under the weather. I appreciate everybody for checking in. I'm gonna drop a Jalen Ramsey video hopefully tonight. If not, it'll be going up in the morning. Appreciate it, man. One love.